I want to start this review with this quote: "Who makes no mistakes makes nothing." And Ecovacs with this product took a lot of courage and risk changing the robot vacuum industry as we know it forever. But there is so many new things that aren't simple at all. I couldn't bring you an accurate review just testing it for a couple of weeks, so I used it for more than 1 month. Through software optimization and AI I saw it get better and better, and I want to praise Ecovacs for this. And after testing this product, I'm really excited for the future and for the next year model. The X1 Omni was a remarkable upgrade, and I used it for 1 full year as my primary home robot vacuum. And today we have here the Ecovacs X2 Omni, the first square robot vacuum and first for many other features. To make it simple, Ecovacs took the X1 Omni and changed and improved every single feature. But is an industry first always the best? They made an excellent job in almost every part of it, and they made many 10 out of 10 features, almost except for one major problem I was expecting. But what is it and how can it be fixed? The new Ecovacs X2 Omni design is a 10 out of 10. Bravo! The X1 design was from Jacob Jensen, was really nice. I really liked it, and the new X2 Omni rocks a fresh motor design with a slightly shorter drop with a nice blue LED line that matched the triangular LEDs on the robot. Ecovacs made the industry first square robot vacuum and removed the LiDAR turret. In 7 years we have only seen circular robots. Why after all these years nobody ever made square robot? Well, because with the low technology of first robot vacuum, circular shape was way easier to make, but what was impossible then is possible today when robots have many sensor and powerful AI processor and obstacle avoidance. But why now? It was a pretty calculated choice from Ecovacs to solve two main problems of all the X1, X1E and T20 Omni family that I pointed at in my previous review. The large mop are along the wall's baseboard and in the 90-degree angles. The benefits are many. First, making it rectangular, you can make a wider and longer main brush that can clean more space at each run. Can be decrease the number of passes, improving battery life and reducing timing of clean. Second, it can be narrower and pass between and under a small leg chair or irregular furniture. Third, also the mopping pads can go closer to the side of the robot and reducing the gap between the mop and the wall's baseboard without needing the mop to extend like other competitors do. Fourth, it can go very deep in the square corner, cleaning almost 100% of the corner. But it also comes with some problems, like first being possible to turn in the corner, needing to go back, turning and going back again, making much more movement just to turn and passing many times on the already mop area. Second, it's almost impossible to go around the legs. It's very complicated process being square and not circular. The X2 Omni is also the shorter dual spinning mops robot, making it way easier to go below small gaps like coffee table, couch and bed. In fact, they removed the protruding LiDAR turret on top and put the first dual semi-solid laser LiDAR on the left side. On paper it's only 210 degrees, but it's much more sensible and precise than 360 degree spinning turret. And the full enclosure IP5X design removes any risk of dust going into the turret. Also, the machine learning software translates in a faster adaptive responsiveness and rapidly changing situation. The downside is that with the turret robot always have a 360 degree view no matter what direction they are going in, while with this one it's only 210, so they have not the complete view and the robot must turn around and rotate. And being rectangular, this isn't always an option. The downside is that going backward the robot doesn't see in real time and sometimes bumps in the back. But in the last month after a software update I have seen many improvements. AI is learning quickly. My biggest downside of the X1 and X1E Omni was the lack of lifting mops. It was a big missing considering that other competitors already introduced them last year. The X2 Omni as well as the T20 Omni finally has got the lifting mops. Thanks Ecovacs. It's called Intelligent Auto Lifting Mop. When the ultrasonic sensor at the bottom recognizes the carpet environment, it will automatically stop rotating and the mops and lift them at an impressive 15mm and boost suction power up to 8000 Pascal. But the most exciting feature is an industry first that Ecovacs shares with the T20 Omni as well. The X2 Omni does feature the hot water washing on the spinning mops. Since I already covered this feature in detail in my T20 Omni review, be sure to watch that video for more info. But to make it simple every time the X2 goes to the dock to wash the mop, it will use hot water at the perfect temperature of 55 Celsius. Like you wash your hands with hot water to clean them better, same is the mopping pads. The principle is simple: oil becomes more soluble and easy to remove at high temperature, therefore easiest to wash. My second gripe of X1 was that the spinning mops are simply smaller than the robot's width and can't reach the wall's base, leaving a small gap area between the robot and the wall that isn't mopped. Dream introduced the Mop Extend technology that works really well. They went for hardware. But Ecovacs on the X2 went for hardware as well, changing the shape to rectangular, and the mop is closer to the baseboard, but not as close as extending mop. Sometimes I notice a few problems following the straight walls, but I have seen improvement with time and software optimization. They improved the maximum suction power though, going from 5000 to 8000 Pascal hurricane level suction power. This is the robot to get if you have a lot of carpets and moquette. The stronger suction combined with optimized airflow equals to a really strong suction effect, making vacuuming really effective. It's nice to see that they improve battery life as well, from 5200 to 6400 mAh, so they can support this next level suction power for a longer period of time. And it's well to upgrade, leaving more than 50% battery left after a whole house cleaner. Battery headroom is always nice. The new dock is more square, reminding the new square design of the robot. Unfortunately, it has a smaller tank size, which is a bummer since it means less autonomy. Finally, removable cleaning sink and bottom plate for the better cleaning. It's executed really well and even better than Dreamy L20 Ultra. The mapping is fine, not the best in class, but works okay. I would love to see some AI improvement to refine mapping, and the robot feature AI control AV 3D 2.0 obstacle avoidance, which is able to rapidly and avoid quick moving objects thanks to fully integrated AI and machine learning. The robot can learn and achieve more accurate dynamic obstacle avoidance. It works well in 80% of cases, but in my experience I've seen it struggle only in one place, under the dining table, with a lot of chair lag. Again, I've seen improvement with time and software optimization, and I'm sure it will get better and better with machine learning. Definitely all the refined navigation know-how of the circular robot needs to be built up again for square shape. The Ecovacs X2 Omni will cost $1499, but for Prime Day you can get pretty exciting sale as low as $1100. Really hard to recommend it. The reason is simple: the problem is the Ecovacs T20 Omni is so good. To make it simple, it mainly depends on your budget. The T20 is very versatile, can have all the job done without effort, even if it's quite affordable. But if you want all the best in class specs, the X2 Omni is the right choice for you, and it will get better in time, like Tesla does with software updates. Conclusion: I want to praise Ecovacs for taking their way forward without copying anyone, making some mistakes but trying to solve them. Probably next year all robots will have the square design, and you can quote me on that. From X1 Omni, it's a big leap forward, many new feature and redesign. The problem is that being so revolutionary, it's far ahead of its software optimization in some cases. I would love to see AI applied more to the mapping and navigation and less to adjusting the suction power. So, is the X2 Omni the best robot vacuum of 2024? Probably not. Probably not even the best Ecovacs product, being the T20 so good and less expensive. So this wrap up for today's video. I really like this X2 Omni and made me really excited for the potential, and I really can't wait to see what future will bring. And for that, be sure to like and subscribe this video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!